Alright, so what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I've came to the Hills of Wales to explore this beautiful house that is left and been abandoned for around 13 or 14 years. Now, I did actually visit this place when I first started the channel, but I just thought I'd do a bit of a revisit since I haven't actually recorded it since I got the confidence of actually recording these places. But today I am with Mitchell, as you can see. But yeah, this house I've done, just going to do a bit of a walk around and show you guys some things, and hopefully get a bit of activity for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, want to help me out massively, why not drop a like down below, as well as subscribe to the channel, as it really does help me out. We are on the road to 1600 subscribers here on the channel, so any help getting towards that is truly appreciated. Also, channel members, there will be a video next week on there for you guys if you guys want to view that. But if you guys aren't a channel member and want to help me out massively with the channel, be sure to go ahead and join the channel as a member. It costs either $1.99 or $2.99, and you guys get access to all my videos early and a few other little bits. And anyway, yeah, let's get straight into the video. So we've now made our way to the house. We've just trekked down like probably about a mile's worth of lane to get down to it. This house, like I said, you guys would have saw this in my video with Matt. This house is fairly destroyed now, but it's still got a beautiful piece of history to it, and is totally worth visiting again. If you guys remember, we came here for my first video on the channel, and that was about a month, maybe a month, 2 months ago, and the channel's grew massively since then. So all you guys that have subscribed to the channel, I do appreciate it. But yeah, so straight into this. So you walk down to the lane, first thing you see is just this little car that's been abandoned. It's been abandoned, God, probably about 13 years. This car was 2007, yeah, 2007 car. But I checked the MOT up on it, and it was out in 2012, I believe. Around the time that's when it ran out. And I believe that's how long the house has been abandoned since as well. As you can see, this house is just, it's beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful house just from the outside. The elements have started to take over here. Like, you can just see the path is completely overgrown over there, and just everything's covered. But yeah, we will go inside in a second and just have a wander around, and I'll show you guys the house. But yeah, just got a car here where, unfortunately, people have just destroyed everything. They've smashed in the glass, ripped out everything that they can from the engine. It's quite sad to see, because these little cars aren't worth much. They're just cheap little cars, especially in the UK. But if this wasn't, you know, this could have been a good little first car for someone. But yeah, it's been here for that long. It's just in some state. You can see all the spider webs. Spider webs have started to form their own little homes in the car. But yeah, you see the exhaust has fell off as well at the back there. But then we've got these barns as well. These barns are something else. There is little bits in these barns. Now, I did look in last time, but I'm going to look in again. From what I remember, stuff had fallen down a little bit. A little bit dodgy, but it's not too bad. As you can see, it's an old school TV. It's like an old storage unit, I believe, or an old storage that they would have used for storing all the stuff that they own. You can just see the old school TV. I can't see what that says on the TV from here, but I don't know if you guys can see it there. I'll see it in editing anyway. But yeah, old pots on the side there, some old chairs. Can see what's done that. I really wish I could venture more into this. You can see the old clock. Now, we're doing crazy just to see this when it was actually standing, because it makes me wonder, was this destroyed before the people had passed away, or has it been like this the whole time? Because this looks like it's years worth of decay. You can just see it on the roof. The whole roof decay is right in, properly right in. Yeah, as you can see, the whole thing is just collapsed in on itself, as you can see on the roof. I will get some drone footage of this for you guys. It's just crazy to see these things, to see natural decay taking over on these buildings. It really just puts it into perspective, like how these things are man-made will eventually be taken back over by nature. No matter what it is, no matter who owns it, it'll straight away, once you've left it and passed away, if no one take care of it, will belong to Mother Nature. Just see it in there, that would have been the second floor of it, which means there would have been probably steps here at one point in time. Yeah, it looks like they would have been here maybe, or something to climb onto. Absolutely mental. Then I did ask when I first recorded my first video here what this was, and I believe it to be some sort of mower, like a lawnmower for cutting grass or ploughing fields. I did do a little bit of research when I last visited here about what that was, B&B's branding of it, but it's interesting to see in these places all this old farming equipment, because it's not exactly a place for an active farm, you'd think. It's like just a private dwelling, but there is the farm access down to the left of this here, and you've also got the river down on the far end over there. Yeah, you can see all the slate on the roof. I'm surprised how
it's in good condition.
It's good condition, yeah. It's still here, it's still on. Like, even though the house has been left for 13 plus years, the natural stonework of the house and like the slate on it, even the chimneys, like you can see one of the chimneys are overgrown a little bit.
Ivy growing over it.
Yeah, covered in ivy and all sorts. I don't know if you guys can see it there. There's a tiny little barn there. That barn door. I went in there in the last video, but I don't want to go in there again because it stinks, completely stinks. So I wouldn't recommend it if you know where this is and do visit it. We've also got this whole little storage shed, which does from in there open up into a little ladder that leads into here. But I wouldn't trust that wood whatsoever. But let's just see what there is in here. An old fireplace maybe? Just bits of everything really. There's not really much. Old newspapers. So we'll go check out those old newspapers and see what they say. Doesn't feel very safe under here, but that's what I expect for a house of this time it's been abandoned. But yeah, you can just see the old newspapers here. I can't see dates. Just see all their old equipment. General house equipment as well. But yeah, this place, it's such a beautiful place as well, like the location that we're in. Like you guys will see in the drone footage, we're in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. I think we're just gonna head straight into the house. Yeah, let's get into it. This house, unfortunately, guys, has been pretty ransacked over the years, but very, very sad. But there is a lot in this house. That's still left. Yeah, you just see the old chairs. Now I can put some photos in if I remember from when I first came to this house. I came to this house with Matt in 2022, I believe. And there wasn't much destruction to it then, but ever since then it's just got so much worse. You guys can see here, it's just so creepy. But I said this when I was in the video, when I was recording the video with Matt, that these old plates, I love these. I know they're all just decorative plates, but they're amazing to see, and it's amazing that they haven't been destroyed. Like, out of everything that I'd expect to be destroyed, it would be these types of things. There's something about them that would make you think, oh, someone would destroy them. Like, there's one down there, as well as a chicken. Yeah, and you can just see the ornaments that are just stacked on this little table. And you've got these old drawers. These drawers are beautiful. Like, these drawers, proper Victorian looking, proper wood. Old school, yeah. As you can see, there's just all sorts of stuff here. An old half pint of, what's that, bitter lemon drink. Lovely that. Another old bit of china. Now I've only just noticed that. I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, But that picture is 3D. I don't know if it's showing in the video, I hope it does. But yeah, it's just a shame that this place has ended up in this condition. Because people have just ripped through it, and there's no need to rip through all this. But this was once a beautiful home, belonged to a lovely old couple. You can just see all the extra little bits of furniture and little ornaments. That might have been a little ashtray. It says something on it, I can't read that to be honest. Just all that.
From Troon.
From Troon. Troon's a place in Scotland. Maybe that's what that is. Maybe it's a little ornament from when they went on holiday to Troon back up in Scotland. There's a little one there. I don't think there's going to be much in these little cupboards, guys, but you can just see just how people have treated the place. They've took out everything and ransacked absolutely everything that they can. These cupboards.
Got like jars of honey in here.
Yeah, there's everything, yeah.
That's still full as well.
Then we've got this little room here. So the main thing about this house is this little doll here. I don't know if I ever remember this doll having a head, but it used to sit on one of those chairs in the living room. And really, really creepy it was. Really, really creepy. Yeah. Bits of generally everything sitting about. This is probably the cleaner house in the room, and the cleaner room in the house. Just all the old cups and stuff. Proper fancy old. Like, they're weighty, they're proper weighty. Don't know what it's made of, but it's proper heavy. Little cool little ornament. And we've got a name, so yeah, the woman that lived here was called my family. Again, it's Welsh, I'm not 1000% sure on Welsh. Sorry if I do mess that up, but yeah, there's a family photo, I believe that might be. Which is unbelievable. I've not actually seen any photos of the family other than the woman's license that I saw. But I don't know where that is anymore. Someone's destroyed it or someone's taken it or thrown it somewhere where we can't find it. And I've got the old surround sound. Just bits of everything. Home sweet home, little cups. A Christmas cup at that as well, a little teapot from Brighton. Then there's a little cup there from, I think it's a garden centre in Dalwidden. I'm not sure how to say it again. But yeah. Just quite a bit going on here actually, guys. I'm shocked. Shocked that there's so much. Scottish magnet tape. It's just bits of everything. Then old stereo. All this would have been wall cool. Would have been wall, like, good quality stuff at one time before this house was abandoned. But then you can just see the massive speakers. And again, all these old little things, all the cups, it gives it such a like personal feeling to this place. Obviously this was someone's home. People have lived here. And the house itself is very old. Like, it's a farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. Absolutely in the middle of nowhere. You can just see all these little items. Just think one day they would have sat down here and had the last drink and they would never have known. And that's a scary thought for anyone really. Because every day you're getting older. You don't know what's going on or when you're going to pass away. But yeah, you can just see the view of the little car just there. And it's got Mitchell wandering out of the kitchen, which isn't the nicest place, I know that much.
No, it's not.
So you just wander into the kitchen here. It's just bits of everything hanging about. There used to be a little bat in here, as you guys can see. Kitchen's not very clean. Not very clean at all, as you expect for a house that's been abandoned for years. But yeah. So, looks like a little stove that it would have had in one point in there. Yeah, it would have been a hot point down there if you can see it. Bottle oasis. That's a little storage area, but it's crazy to just see all this. This place does smell not the nicest, so as you guys can imagine, I don't want to go in too far. Now we've got the actual kitchen. which is in a state. Such a state this is in. But again, the decay that's happening in this is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, there's really not much to see in this one, guys. You can just see the roof is falling through, which I don't know if I trust the upstairs of the house very much. Properly dodgy place, but you can just see all the natural decay that's covered over the windows. Like there would have been a view out of that at one point in time. The same day, it would have had to be quite light. I've never actually wandered around the back of the house to see, because that's the back door, which I'm already wandering upstairs, so for that, just follow them. As you can see, just open up into this very small doorway, which in itself is a very, very dodgy feeling. You can just see it's the wall starting to pull away from the steps. But then this place, it's just been trashed. Everything's been pulled through. Now the photos that I've seen from this place from like years and years ago, even when it was still clean downstairs, this was always like this, and I've no idea why. I've been told it's just due to family disputes where they've came in and just ripped through everything that they can, try and get anything that they can. But I will put some photos in that I got of in this little room years and years ago. You can see Mitchell having a little wander into that bit of the room. But you're literally standing on everything that they owned. Not the nicest things, I'll tell you that now. There is a weird smell up here. You can just see all their old clothes. The old woman's clothes and the old gentleman's clothes. Very smartly dressed, I'll say. Very, very smartly dressed. Then got these old, proper old style like wooden doors. I love these types of doors.
Are these asbestos tiles?
Probably.
Yeah, I think they're asbestos tiles.
Yeah, so there's a bit of asbestos in here.
They're on the floor as well, so be careful.
Telling me about asbestos. But yeah, you can just see the decay's taken over this place fully. It's absolutely mental. I think what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm gonna wander downstairs, do a bit of paranormal, see what we get, and let's get a bit of activity. And yeah, let's get into it. Right, so we're in the front room of the house. I've set up a REM pod, which you guys will see in a locked off cam. I can do a bit of calling out. The REM pod has been getting off a little bit, and now Mitchell's new to this. He hasn't really experienced anything paranormal yet, and even though he doesn't want to admit it, I can see a little bit that he's not exactly comfortable. He's a bit iffy about it, but it's good for someone to experience it. But yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of calling out and see what we got. As you can see, REM pod already going off. Do you mind stopping touching the device, please? Brilliant. See, he doesn't.
I'm not sure.
He's not sure. He's really uncomfortable, as you guys can see. But yeah, it's set up on there. Thank you for stopping touching it for a minute. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I can do a bit of calling out and just a little bit of an investigation, just to see what we get. And yeah, hope you guys do enjoy. Right, if there's someone in this house with us, do you mind maybe knocking on the door or making a little sound so we can hear you? We're in the very front room of the house. We know you've just been touching the REM pod. So if you can maybe knock on a door or make a knock somewhere so we can maybe hear you. Maybe if you want to make some footsteps, come down the steps. That's something that you seem to like doing when people are here. Me and Matt have been here before, and you've knocked on the door and made some sounds with the footsteps. So if you could do that, it'd be absolutely brilliant. Maybe you want to come out of this front room with us. Just to introduce myself as well, I'm Dylan, and I'm here with Mitchell. And we mean no harm. Is that you touching the REM pod? If that's you touching the REM pod, do you want to touch it again for us? Just so we know it's you? Or maybe make a knock so I can hear you in one of the other rooms. That would be great. Like I said, guys, if you guys can see anything in the footage that I don't see, just comment down below and I will watch it back, because I sometimes don't see stuff when I'm editing in these videos. And yeah, I get sometimes things I get, sometimes I don't. But, I believe your name's My Family. If I'm saying that wrong, sorry. But would you maybe want to communicate with us?
There's some medication from Boots.
Yeah, so yeah. It is my family chat the name, isn't it? I believe her name was My Family. There isn't a name for her husband or the gentleman that lived here. So there we go, I've got a name as well for the gentleman. So we've got David in My Family.
Yeah, there's an M on the key here.
Yeah, so My Family, yeah. My Family, if you're in the room with us or in the house with us, do you mind maybe making a sound so that we know you're here? Maybe communicate with us in some way, if you don't mind. We mean no harm and just want to learn about you. This is an absolutely beautiful little house you have. And I love visiting this place. Maybe you recognise me. I've been here a few times over the years. And I've just watched your house have the natural decay take over it, and it gets more beautiful every time. It was beautiful when it was clean, and it was beautiful when it's like this. But maybe you're here and want to tell us it's you. Or maybe David, you're here with us. Did you hear that? A knock?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that you, David? Maybe that...
I heard that.
Yeah. Maybe you're trying to make yourself known. Is that you causing those creaking noises? Maybe you want to show yourself in some way? Like I said, David, if you didn't hear me... Did you not hear that bang? That could have been me.
Yeah.
Yeah, might have been you.
Might be me when I moved in.
But yeah, David, if you didn't hear us before, David, I'm Dylan and I'm here with Mitchell. We just want to know about you. Hopefully just learn a little bit why the house was left abandoned and maybe where your family is. That was me.
I was going to say, that wasn't me.
Is there a reason to why your house has been left abandoned? Have you got kids? Which I believe you do, as I've got a family photo here in the living room. I believe that was the family that lived here. Not sure what one the husband would have been, as I haven't seen any photos of the husband, but I've only seen photos of my family.
There's another picture.
Is there a photo in there as well?
Yeah, come in here.
Is there a family photo in here? That's the mother, yeah. That's my family, yeah. So that would be Dave. So I've got a photo of Dave and my family, yeah. Spectacle Lake Lodge, I wonder where that is. But yeah, that's a photo of the family. You had a very lovely family, Dave, or my family. Have you maybe got kids that you own that this house could go to? Or maybe there's something going on with the house and that's why nobody lives here? Because anyone who lived in this house is very lucky and would be extremely happy to live where we are. I'm not sure what happened then, guys. The torch just, the GoPro just died on its own. But yeah, we're currently in the living room of the house, just trying to get a little bit of activity. I've had a little bit from the REM pod so far, but but there isn't really much going on at the minute. But this is a beautiful little house. Dave and my family that lived here were very lucky people to own such a beautiful house in such a beautiful part of the world as well. This is like one of the traditional Welsh houses as well. All the slate and stuff on the roof. I would love to live here in its condition when it was nice. It's incredible. My family, if you can hear me, is there any way you can maybe tell me that the GoPro's just died on me again, so I don't know what's going on, but I've changed the batteries over anyway. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a little bit of activity so far. My family is in these photos that I've found here, which is a beautiful photo. It's a beautiful family photo. Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do is try and get them to touch the REM pod. But my family, if you're in the house with me, do you mind maybe touching the REM pod? Which is that device that I've got set up on the chest. Maybe you could touch that and give me a bit of activity to know that you're here with me. It has got very cold in this house, guys, all of a sudden. Very, very cold. This house is beautiful, guys. If there's anyone in this house at all, do you mind maybe touching the REM pod that is on the chest there, please? Anything would be great. I don't want you to have to feel forced. But if you could give us something, I would highly appreciate it. Like I said, I'm just here to tell your story and help people learn that there is an afterlife. Maybe you can make a tapping sound if it's any easier on you. Joe has decided to go outside because the REM pod was going off quite a bit and he did start to feel uncomfortable, which I totally understand. When you're not a believer in the paranormal, it is kind of hard to see it for the first time. So he's currently out there, stood somewhere. But yeah, as you can see, there's really not much going on. I might get the spirit talker out and try and get that going. See if we can get a bit of something. Right, so I've just found Mitchell. He was having a look in one of the little sheds outside. And we're just going to do a bit of using the spirit box to see if we do get anything. And yeah, let's get into it. Right, so we're back in the main room and we're just going to do a bit of talking through the spirit talker and see if we get a bit of activity. Hopefully it works, hopefully we get something. In terms of activity, we had a bit with the REM pod and a bit just little knocks and bangs here and there. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So, I've got this device in my hand. This device, what it does, it makes it easier for you to talk to me without using as much of your energy as it was before, maybe touching the REM. Yeah, this device, it makes it easier for you to talk to us. Maybe there's something that you want to tell us. Maybe there's a story about us here, or you here, why this house was abandoned. Is there anything you'd like to discuss with us? Maybe why the house was abandoned, why your family don't look after your possessions? Is there something in this house that we should know about? Maybe a secret that you didn't tell us when you were here, when you were living? Like I said, this is a beautiful house, and there really is so much left on your property that could be made use of. And someone could live here easily and do it up and make it a beautiful house once again. Blissfulness.
Blissfulness.
It'd be amazing living here. Like I said, you've got so much on this property, so much land. I would love to see where the land actually ends. But as you guys will see in the drone footage, it's just so big. You know, there's so much around this place that's crazy. Like I say, you've got all that out there, you've got all them barns, you've got a little barn further down. Is this maybe your retirement home? Did you maybe retire here? My family, you were definitely from Wales, I know that much, but are you from the local area? Or is this your house that you maybe grew up in? Maybe you grew up here and your parents are here with us as well in this house, or maybe somewhere local. If you can give us anything, it'd be absolutely amazing. I'm just here to discuss things with you and talk to you. We mean no harm. But anything would be amazing to find. Like I said, guys, this house is... Basement holds darkness.
Basement holds darkness.
It's weird.
That was right, yeah.
Literally, not long after me saying, is there something you want to tell us? Is there maybe something here that we should look into in the basement? Because, guys, I'm not 1,000% sure. Maybe they've got like a little doorway somewhere, but under them steps and that bit over there, it looks like there could be something underneath that you can get into in the kitchen. But I don't want to push through it because it will just knock the wall down. What should we be looking out for in the basement? Is there something that you don't want us to see? Maybe a secret that you hold close to you and that you don't want to share? Maybe something that we shouldn't know? Or maybe you're finally ready to admit? Whatever it is, I'm here to discuss it with you and help you. Like I said, I mean no harm. And just would love to communicate with you. Were you maybe highly into your music when you lived in this house? Because you've got a really good quality sound speaker from the time that you lived here. You can see the old retirement things sitting about. Audrey.
Audrey.
Is that maybe a name of one of the kids that you have? Maybe Audrey lives still local of the area, or maybe that was your mother's name. If that was your mother's name, can you maybe give us a knock? Or just say yes or no straight into the device? If it was your mother's name, do you mind maybe knocking? Or maybe if there's someone else here with us, maybe that's you, Audrey, trying to tell us something. Whoever's here with us in this beautiful house, if you could do something to make yourself known, it'd be amazing. Whoever designed this house in the first place has like a good taste in how it should look, because these old drawers, like I said at the start, are really, really nice. I do love them. Did you hear that? It was like a click then. I'm hoping the GoPro picked up. It was a weird click. We're now in the main living room of the house. Is there maybe something here that's of significance to you that we could learn about you through? Maybe there's just something that you want to tell us, Audrey? Or again, maybe it is one of the kids. Either way, it'd be absolutely amazing to know.
Bodies below.
Bodies below. So are you trying to say that maybe there's bodies underneath this ground? Did something happen here that we should know? So far, guys, we've had blissfulness, basement holds darkness, Audrey, and bodies below. Is there maybe someone called Audrey buried underneath this house? Is that maybe what you're trying to tell us? Should we maybe go get some help? Or maybe there's an underground passage somewhere in this house that we don't know about. There is a lot of creaks in this house, which makes me believe we're on old floorboards.
Yeah,
There could be something.
This floor, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there's an old floorboard under this carpet in any of the rooms. Maybe it's just on the actual ground outside itself. Is that maybe what you're trying to tell us? We can investigate if you'd like me to. Like I said, we're just here to learn about you and get to understand. So anything you do give us is highly appreciated. I appreciate you earlier on setting off the REM pod. it's good to show someone who isn't a believer in the paranormal there can actually be stuff here. If it was you that set it off, I do appreciate it. Maybe you could give us something else. Maybe say something else into the device. Police.
Police.
You asked if you
I asked
wanted
if we
any
could help. Weird, isn't it?
God knows.
So maybe we should ring the police? Is that what you want us to do? So normally guys, when I'm here, I don't get much activity. But coming here today with Mitchell, who's a non-believer, I think it's actually gave them a bit of motivation to give us something. Because Mitchell here, he's not a big believer at all of anything paranormal. He's been here one point, one of our mates who visited from Scotland like 2 or 3 years ago, and we came into this house, and that little doll that I did mention earlier in the video moved, apparently. It moved.
According to Xander.
Yeah, according to our mate Xander, the doll moved. Which, again, I'm a believer, so I'm going to believe in this stuff if someone says it. And the house is really cold 99% of the time, which makes me believe there's a presence here. But you never know with these things. Like I said, we've had so far police, bodies below, Audrey, basement holds darkness and blissfulness. So that could mean anything, really. Do you want us to ring the police for you? So we can maybe find you? Maybe this is Audrey. Maybe it's Audrey and she's buried underneath on the land. Maybe this is some sort of old like burial ground.
Yeah, possibly.
Not too sure. Is this house maybe built on the grounds of an old... We watch over this place.
We watch over this place.
So is there maybe a few of you here that watch over this place? Maybe David and my family aren't here anymore? Is that maybe what you're trying to tell us? Maybe it's just you, Audrey, and all the other people that aren't named. But if you're looking over this place is beautiful. And I'm glad that you're looking over it. I'm glad someone is. Is there anywhere in this house that you maybe want us to go to check? Maybe into the kitchen? Or upstairs? Maybe something along those lines for us to check. Because there is a lot of stuff buried about. You might find something that could give us a clue. Anything would be absolutely amazing. If there's anything we can do to help, just let me know. And we'll try our best. Or even just give us something to show Mitchell that there is a paranormal in an afterlife. Would be absolutely crazy. Maybe make a loud knock or a bang. I really feel like we should investigate that little hole down there.
Right.
Malicious.
Malicious. I was like, what?
Malicious.
Malicious. That took me a second. So there's something malicious going on here. That's really something. So has something malicious maybe happened here that you want to tell us about?
Please believe us.
Please believe us. It's so weird. What I believe, I've just clocked on. I've said that you're not into paranormal stuff, or you don't believe in paranormal.
Could be that, couldn't it?
Are you trying to prove to Mitchell here that yous are real and that you're here with us? Are you trying to tell us that you're real and that you need Mitchell to believe you? Just speak through this device with a simple yes or no answer, or maybe something familiar so we know. Did you hear that? You didn't hear little taps, did you?
Hmm?
Those little taps coming from over there.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it?
I'm deaf as anything else.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So you can't really hear much anyway, guys. He's deaf as anything in the left ear. But I heard little taps, so I was just trying to stay silent. It's the little taps that we heard on the... So the GoPro's just ran out, guys, and died again on me for some reason. But it's had... Did you hear that? Which I heard steps on the... I heard something on the steps that we keep hearing stuff every time I come here. Then suicide. Shield.
Shield.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything that represents a shield on here, which I'm pretty sure there is. Pretty sure I saw something that represented like a coat of arms shield, yeah. There used to be something here. I will put the photo. It gave us quite a bit. Mitchell is kind of scared now. I know he's a bit iffy about it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there, guys. I've had a bit of activity from here, which is unusual for this place, and I'm overjoyed at what we've got. I might need to revisit here in the evening one night. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there, guys. If you guys did going to enjoy the video and want to help me out massively, why not drop a like down below, as well as subscribe to the channel, as it really does help me out. We're on the road to 1600 subscribers here on the channel. Also, before I do end the video, guys, why not join the channel as a channel member down below, which directly supports me and improving my videos and the content and the equipment that I do buy. I'm currently saving up to buy a camera with the money that I am earning from YouTube, so anything is highly appreciated, and anything straight towards that, you will get access to all my videos early, and even some weekly videos, members early videos, that will be posting very soon. But yeah, that is it, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.